It's Monday, April 6th. We're here in Keene, New Hampshire. We just plugged in at a house where Tim from LibertyTree.org and Dale from Anarchy in Your Head live. So they were kind enough to let us plug in. And I'm sitting here with Anarcho Jesse, who's well known to a lot of our viewers, but we just thought we'd have a little FaceTime. And so welcome to Marv, Jesse.
Oh, it's great, Marv. It's great to be here.
So tell us what's going on here in Keene. Or why did you make it to Keene yourself? What drew you to Keene?
I came to Keene. I think I told you this earlier. I went to school here a couple of years ago for college, and I was really familiar with the area. So when I was originally intending to move up, I picked Keene, and then I ended up talking to Dale from Anarchy in Your Head, and he's like, "Oh, all the good activists are in Keene. I'm not there yet, but you should definitely move there." And last July. I think July 16th was Liberation Day for me. I arrived in Keene, New Hampshire, and just been trucking ever since. I wanted nothing to do with the political process, so...
And why is it? I mean, some folks that may be watching this may be into politics. They may think that's the way to go.
I got two reasons that I really like to bring up. The first one's pragmatic. Even if you do manage to get in office and you do manage to make some sort of headway, it's the state. I mean, libertarians are notoriously and historically anti-state. So what you may do that may be good can all be undone in one election cycle. So ultimately I see it as a waste of resources and time that you could be better putting elsewhere with grassroots activism, just going more like root to the real community. The community is not your local government. The community is your neighbor. So that's my pragmatic reasoning. Morally, I don't feel like you can kind of sit down at the table and compromise with these people, because that means you have to recognize the legitimacy of who they are and what they're doing. You have to say, you are legitimate, and now let's try to reach a compromise. And I feel libertarianism is more about than compromise. It's principle. Right. And you can't compromise principle.
Right. So let's say there's an activist out there watching this, and they don't live in New Hampshire, they don't live in New England, maybe they don't even live in the States. Like, talk a little bit about, tell us about Keene, how much is housing, what's going on here?
All right, Keene's a very nice city. It's 24,000 people spread over 36 square miles. That's how big the city of Keene, quote unquote, is. 36 square miles, there's 24,000 residents. They say that doubles every day. People come up from Massachusetts and from Vermont, because it's right there on the corner of New Hampshire, and it's the more... it's pretty much the largest city in the area, except maybe next to Brattleboro, which is across the river.
Southwest New Hampshire.
Yeah, southwest New Hampshire. It has a college here. Rent, I pay about $425 a month in rent, split with other people. But yes, and that's just the house I'm in right now. The next house I'm moving to in June, I'm going to be paying $250 in rent a month.
Yeah, let's talk about the activists in Keene, because that's one thing that drew Jason and I here is, it is the hotbed, we say the hotbed of libertarian activism, and, we got here yesterday evening and went to the Sunday Social, which is a weekly gathering of activists, and there was 35 activists there, and then this morning we turned out at 8 a.m. at the courthouse for a FIJA distribution, and there was about 20 folks there, and I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about the community, I mean, the support system, or yourself with, with your stocking hat you have, the infamous grenade stocking hat.
Yeah, no, the community here is great. It really is. I mean, everybody, you don't have any, petty politicking. You don't have any, I don't like this, so you don't have anybody really naysaying what everybody's doing. So I'm sure, people will approach you in private if they think that it might be a bad idea or it might send the wrong message. And Lord knows I've had people approach me about, my flag burning and so on. But overall, though, everybody here is very supportive. It's almost like extended family. Nobody's going to really turn their back on you here.
And that's really what I felt. What does Kirk tell people? Now you're a little safer that you're here, and we're a little safer that you're here. That's what it feels like. That's really what it is, and it's really good too, because there's also everybody has a talent here. You have some people who are good at programming computers, some people are videographers. If you are interested in in this kind of activism and spreading freedom, and you can't, you don't have the coin yet to make it to Keene. I mean, a lot of these things can be replicated where you're at, and if you do that, document it and share it and motivate other people.
Absolutely, absolutely, and an activist's best weapon is well, two: a sharp mind. Make that three: sharp mind, sharp tongue, and a video camera. Those things will take you a very long way in your traverses through Liberty and trying to spread the message.
And I'm going to encourage you to make it up to New Hampshire in late June for the Porcupine Freedom Fest, where you can meet a lot of these activists, a lot of the folks here in New Hampshire that are making a difference for freedom. So come on up, meet everybody, and I think you'll like what you see.